Hey guys, welcome back to Utd TV. Man United versus Middlesbrough in the FA Cup. Exciting game, 2 weeks without football. It's been a while, and you know what? This season is flying, and I still feel like we've had a lot of international breaks. Look, this is going to show in February and March. We've got a lot of difficult games every 3-4 days. It's going to be an interesting one, and you know, with players Martial, Van der Beek, not that they ever got implemented a lot this season, but you know, it's going to have an impact when some of these players are not in the squad when it comes to games like the FA Cup, like the Champions League, like some games in the league where we're going to have a bit of rotation. And even though they weren't used, I would probably argue that Rangnick was probably planning on using them. The fact that they let them go, you can argue no, he probably wasn't planning on using them. But I feel like, you know, with injuries and you know, with games coming up in February and March where it's every 3-4 days, rotation is going to be vital. And with Pogba coming back, we might see him playing this game versus Middlesbrough. I don't think so. I think he will be implemented in the 60th, 65th minute, get him warmed up. Of course, we've got the Premier League game on Tuesday versus Burnley. So it's one of them ones we have to wait and see what happens. But look, Middlesbrough playing 5 at the back. They love to play 5 at the back. They won their last game 1-0. They're going to pack up the midfield, and it's going to be one of those games like a West Ham, like a Norwich. One of those games where they're going to sit back and we're going to have to try and break them down, and that's the type of game it's going to be, you know. And we've seen Man United struggle this season with Norwich and Brentford and Watford, and you know what, we can argue how teams bottom in the league who face teams like City and Liverpool, you know, they just sit back and try and, you know, soak up all the pressure and try not to concede. But I would argue that a lot of the teams lower down in the league have really, you know, made us struggle, not just from that, but they have attacked us, and they've seen a weakness in our midfield and our defence this season. And look, not that Middlesbrough will do that. I think they're 6th in the league now, Middlesbrough. Obviously, they won their last game. So I don't think they'll try and attack us. I think they're going to stay compact. They're going to pack up the midfield, play 5 at the back, 3-5-2, whatever. That's what they usually play. So they're going to try to soak up the pressure, and we have to try and break them down. And they'll let us have the ball. That's the thing. They'll let us have the ball, and it's what we do with the ball. And that was the same with West Ham. They let us have the ball. We didn't do great in the first half with the ball. Second half, we got better. And I think, you know, West Ham obviously better than Middlesbrough, so we should comfortably win this game. I'm straight away going to predict a 3-0. I don't expect us to concede. I expect us to dominate. Look, let's go through the team. De Gea starts for me. You know, there was talks of Henderson possibly leaving at the end of the transfer window. Is this a game where Henderson plays? He didn't play in the other FA Cup game. Is he going to play in this game? I don't know. Is Rangnick going to go full out for this trophy? Perhaps. I think he will. So look, in terms of the game, with another game on Tuesday versus Burnley in the Premier League, I fully expect Rangnick to play a strong team, but do quite a few substitutions early on in the game if we're winning comfortably. So I expect De Gea to start. In terms of the back four, this is what can be interesting. I think Telles will play. Well, do I expect him to play? I probably do expect Telles to play. He might bring Luke Shaw in, but I feel like Luke Shaw might play against Burnley in the Premier League, to be completely honest. I think he's going to play Telles. There's a good battle between Telles and Luke Shaw there. I think Luke Shaw's the better left back, but there's not much between them, if I'm completely honest, in my opinion. So I'll say Telles will play. In terms of the two centre-backs, I think Lindelof will be back, and we'll see Varane. And Wan-Bissaka, I think he's going to play the low. I think he's going to want to play attacking football, Rangnick, in this game. There's a chance here for us to attack them and really, you know, make the fullbacks have a big impact in this game. Put the crosses in the box, let them go forward. We know Delo likes to get in the box himself, and we know he's good on the ball. He's a good dribbler, skillful. He's quick. You know, I don't really see anyone troubling Delo in this game. I think if there's any time to play Wan-Bissaka, would be in the bigger games, a Man City, a Liverpool, where Delo could be suspect defensively. And even though Delo's gotten better in the last few weeks, I still expect Wan-Bissaka to start in those bigger games. I do think Delo will start in this game. I'll be kind of annoyed if Wan-Bissaka does. I think it's a waste in a game like this where we have the chance to completely attack them and dominate them. In terms of the midfield, 4-3-3, that's what Rangnick has been going with, and I think he'll stick with that. I think he's going to go McTominay, Fred, and Bruno. You know, this is the thing about now Van der Beek. I know he wasn't implemented, but he's gone. Look, Jesse Lingard, I think he's going to, like I said in my last video, I think he's going to be implemented as a winger from now on. With Martial gone, with Greenwood not in the picture right now, I think Lingard will be used as a right winger, in my opinion. I think in terms of Sancho and Lingard, they'll be used as right wingers, and I think Elanga and Rashford will be used as the left wingers. I think that's going to be the midfield. You know, look. I think our strongest midfield on paper would be Pogba, Bruno, and possibly McTominay in the holding midfield role. Problem is we're going to get overrun in the midfield. We've seen the weaknesses of Pogba and Fernandes defensively. We've seen how they're not good tacklers. We see how they can lose the ball a lot. Pogba and Bruno are players who lose the ball a lot. And I know they can do special things on the ball. Fantastic assists they get. Great passes of the ball. But the thing is, they tend to lose the ball a lot, especially Bruno. And Pogba sometimes holds on way too long to the ball. He doesn't release that in time. And he gets the ball taken off him. We saw it against Atalanta, that last game he had in the Champions League. So, look, I think he's going to play McTominay, Fred and Bruno. On the left wing, look, this is the thing. Pogba can be used there in the left wing, but I just don't think Rangnick will implement him straight away after that long injury. So I think he's going to play Rashford on the left wing. I think he'll play Ronaldo up top, and he's probably going to go with Sancho. You know, look, if I was him, Sancho should have been played a lot more, man. Like, he's been here and he hasn't. How many games has Sancho actually started? Honestly, he's come off the bench a couple of times. He hasn't played certain games. I know before the international break, you know, he had a situation with his family. So this is the time for Sancho to really come in the team, and I just hope in these last few months of the league where it gets busy, Champions League, FA Cup, Premier League games, I really hope he gets implemented and he really just turns up. I think he has, is it 2 goals this season? Does he have an assist? I don't think so. So let's see what happens, guys. I fully expect us to win this game. And Pogba might, like I said, he might be substituted on. If we're comfortably winning the game 3-0, 4-0, I can see Ronaldo coming off. I could see Bruno coming on, maybe bringing on Lingard. However, if we're struggling, probably he's going to keep them on. And it's going to be interesting. I don't expect us to struggle against Middlesbrough. I fully don't. And it's going to be interesting with Lingard. I think Lingard, you know, he might be implemented in the midfield. Imagine you could probably see Bruno, Lingard and McTominay maybe be implemented in midfield. It would be a bit of a surprise. But look, Lingard is an engine. And I think, Lingard can lose the ball and his decision making a lot of the time going forward is a bit suspect. But Lingard is a number 10 and he can play on the wing as well. We've seen him being implemented as a forward before. I think he's going to be implemented on the wing. So, guys, I'm excited to just see some football. I want to see us just go out there and play and play to the best of your ability. And with Greenwood not being there, I think, I'm sorry to say this, but I thought Greenwood was really making it hard for our attack to gel and have that chemistry and connect how they should connect. You know, the front three should always connect well. And I think Sancho, Ronaldo and Rashford or even Alanga, that's the best... the best balance we can have. I think Sancho is a very creative winger, but he also has a goal for it, Sancho. And I think Alanga and Rashford, even though they might be a bit more greedy at times, you know, there will be times they'll look to pass, but you've got that balance of a goal threat and the creativity off the wing. So, guys, unfortunately, this midfield thing is always going to be a problem until the end of the season. You know, McTominay might step up in that defensive midfield role. He's got the physicality for it. He needs to make more risks when it comes to his passing. He needs to stop hiding between the opposition centre-backs. He does that all the time where, you know, sometimes I have to re-watch it because a lot of the time I'm thinking there's no connection between the midfield and the attack. And I'm thinking, why is this? A lot of the time, McTominay does not put himself available to get a pass from the goalkeeper or the defenders. And the defenders always seem to go wide and you're playing sideways, backways football. And, you know, we need to take advantage of our fullbacks as well. Tellers and Delo are great offensive fullbacks, especially Delo in my opinion. But you know what? Tellez and Delo need to really work on their crosses. I think they have great crosses, but it's when to put on those crosses. You know, there's the right time to put in those crosses, and Luke Shaw done that. I guess Atlanta when Ronaldo scored that header. Ronaldo's only scored 1 header this season. Even at Juve, at Madrid, he would score several headers in a season. He's only scored 1 this season, and look, I fully expect us to win the game. I'm excited for it. I hope most players are fit. But it wouldn't surprise me if Rangnick honestly plays a slightly weaker team. It would not... Look, he might play Cavani up front. He might play Wan-Bissaka on the right-back position. He might even play... I don't know. He might play a Lingard in the midfield. Honestly, you never know. And look, in terms of Maguire, is Maguire going to come in? Look, I feel like Lindelof and Varane will keep their place in this team until one of them make a mistake. I don't think Varane will ever get dropped. He's clearly our best centre-back by far. Maguire, look, he's captain. I know Rangnick is probably not going to drop him, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Lindelof and Varane tomorrow. So, guys, let me know what you think. I'm saying a 3... Look, I'm going to say 3-0. I hope we win this game and it's comfortable. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Give me your score prediction. Please click the bell down below so you receive notifications when I release my videos. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.